let's make a painting. And of course, we're gonna start with the page over. Flip the page over. A lot of water on the back. Flip the page again. A lot of water on the front. And I'm gonna make a lot of free-for-all. Not free-for-all, but very loose paintings. I believe I said that the last time. Not that my paintings are very organized, but still very loose. What we can use here? Let's use this, buddy. Okay, what is that? Green. All right, we're gonna use green. I'm gonna dip it in the paint and then water. And I'm gonna make circular moves. And look at that deep color, man. Okay, now, that's not straight. There we go. I'm gonna keep going up. And keep going up and keep that circular moves. I'm not gonna clean the brush. I'm just gonna keep whatever is there. Now, I'm gonna take the same color and make it very deep. But this time I'm gonna tap, 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 tap. There we go. Now, clean the brush a little bit. And what we're gonna do is take a little bit of bluey. And what we're gonna do also is make the circular moves again. There it is. And again. Good. Oh, I forgot this part. Good. Clean the brush. Now take the multiple brush. And we're gonna start from where is all the bright sides of the clouds. Of course, don't try to destroy everything we just create. Just try to blend it, make it friends between each other. More than enough. Immediately take a clean brush and show up these fluffy clouds. Show me the clouds. All right, good. Same thing here. Clean the brush. Okay. Now, why we are removing paint when we just put it? Well, because we want this floating effect. We want this fluffiness. When I do that immediately after I put the paint and I immediately remove it, that means the paper is still wet. Everything is wet here. So as soon as I do this, everything is start blending naturally. If I wait a little bit, I will have more sharp edges. The contrast is going to be way more visible, way more stronger. So it depends what you want. I want to be floating around. There it is. Of course, we're going to go here. I'm not sure the camera picked that up. Pick that part here. Okay. Excuse me. I'm happy with this. Now, a couple questions. Should we go with removing paint? Yes. I was thinking the palette knife, but I like the floating, the whole smoothness of the painting, so I'm fine with that. What we're going to try to do is pick it up some of the clouds from the sky. There we go. And now, of course, we can go and start adding some details. Now, when we talk about details here, very dark situation here. First thing first, we're gonna create some kind of ground. I'm gonna take some of the dark color here and put it here. So now we have a ground. Now, this part. I'm gonna grow up some trees. There we go. And when I mean grow up, grow some trees, I mean taking the palette knife and push from the ground. There it is. Good. And of course experiment until you get the effect you like. One big one here. Maybe another one here. And another one here. Very simple, by the way. Here I'm gonna stay away. I'm just gonna push the paint so we can have the horizon line showing up a little bit here. There you go. And there you go. And this is gonna mark our the horizon line. And of course we have this ground here, so we can create multiple layers so our painting doesn't look flat. Now of course here, this part, we can add some more trees, or we can simply go and make some fast, very snappy strokes so we can have some kind of grass on the foreground. Now one thing I think is going to benefit everything is a little bit of color. And what I mean a little bit of color, of course this is a colors, but they all work together so nothing show up that much. What we're going to do is first we're going to salvage whatever is left here, and we're going to add it here. There it is. Immediately after that, I'm going to copy that on the ground. I'm going to add it here. Not so intense like here. There it is. Take the multiple brush. Oops. Dirty multiple brush. All right, let me just clean it up. And try to make that light very, very smooth. Don't destroy it, of course, but smooth it out, make it friendly. Same thing happened for the foreground. And of course, break it down. And our final touch is gonna be same color. Now this yellow, it's like a gold, man. I will pour a little bit, just a little bit. I don't want to use it that much. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take straight color from the palette, and we're gonna show up this evergreens. There it is. We're gonna show up the light. Look at that. Okay. A little bit here. And clean the brush. And for the final touch is gonna be the palette knife. Very heavy. I'm risking a lot here because I can damage the paper. So it is all right. I mean, it's not a big deal. Ah, there it is. So what we try to do is we try to make little details from branches and stuff like that. What I'm doing, I'm not actually scraping the paint. What I'm doing here is actually damaging the paper and making it very deep grooves. And the last touch, of course, is gonna be the throwing shadow. The shadow is coming from, the light is coming from here. So we have the throwing shadow here. We're gonna mix bluey with black. There it is. There it is. Of course, we're gonna go down, 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 down. Left, left, left. And a little bit of waves so I can match the whole idea of our painting here. And we're gonna extend this a little bit down. So now we can have a very detail and texture foreground. And there we go, watercolor abstract landscape.